The start of June marks the beginning of Pride Month across North America and other parts of the world. It's a season intended to celebrate the lives and experiences of LGBTQ+ communities and to protest against attacks on their rights.
Hi, gay.
June the 1st means we're officially in the throes of Pride Month.
Do you know these gays? Do you know these gays?
June has been an important month for the LGBTQ+ rights movement since New York City's first Pride March, then dubbed the Christopher Street Gay Liberation Day March on June 28, 1970.
I think it's great. I think it's really dynamite. And I think the only way to achieve it is through force and marches like this.
That event marked an act of defiance from the year before, the 1969 uprising at New York City's Stonewall Inn after a police raid at the gay bar. A crowd partly led by trans women of color, including Marsha P. Johnson, confronted authorities. It was a catalyst to what became a global movement for gay rights. These days, Pride celebrations and events can be found all over the world. Many cities typically hold their main marches on the first and last weekends of June, drawing major crowds in places including Los Angeles, Sao Paulo, Seoul, Madrid, and Toronto.
It's like we're living in some pretty scary times right now, and I think any event that's going to just encourage love and acceptance, the better.
This year's Pride Month takes place in a continuing contentious political climate. Rights have been lost around the world, and advocates say over 60 countries have anti-LGBTQ+ laws. In the U.S. specifically, a wave of laws in 25 Republican-controlled states now ban gender-affirming care for transgender minors. Others are still trying to ban the art of drag.
There's so many different facets of drag, and the biggest thing that the conservatives are doing and the opposition is doing is sexualizing what we do, and there is nothing sexual about what I do.
In Canada today, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau spoke at a Pride Month event, saying it is important to acknowledge that Pride is both a celebration and a protest.
It wasn't supposed to be this way. When we raised the flag on Parliament, the Pride flag on Parliament Hill 9 years ago, it was supposed to be the start of real locked-in progress that had been fought for years, for decades, for generations.
Trudeau also condemned the rising hate against LGBTQ+ people.
This past year, we've seen too many people, including some politicians, shown that they're willing to target vulnerable trans youth, to deny them the freedom to seek life-saving, gender-affirming care, all for narrow political gain.
But it's not all bad. This year, Greece legalized same-sex marriage, one of 36 nations around the world to do so, and a similar law approved in Estonia last June took effect this year.
Don't be a drag, just be a queen.